So in this video, let us try to clarify the concept of Python dictionary through a demo program. So let us try to initialize a dictionary. So let's say I'm giving the name of the dictionary as dict1, then inside equals, then inside opening and closing curly brace, I should write down all my key value pair like the index, my own choice of index and their corresponding values. So let's say I'm choosing like A, then I'm writing 67, some numbers, some string in the as a string as an key or the index, and some integer just as a value. You can use any type of data item for both key and values. So let's say this is A, then let's say this is my B, and I'm storing some number. Let's say this is 90, then let's say this is M, and I'm storing some other number called 76, and then I'm doing like let's say N. So here, and I'm storing some other random number like 63 or a 62 or something like that. So now let us see whether this type of syntax is acceptable or not. Now let us run it. And well, I got a syntax error. So what is the error? Well, I have used equals symbol. So for dictionary, you should not use equal symbol between your key or the index and the value, that is the key value. You should use colon like this in here, so that can map between your key and value. So now A is mapped to 67, B corresponds to the value 90, then the key M is correspond to the value 76, then key N or index N is corresponding to the value 62. Now let us try to run it. Well, still there are some error, and what is the error is I forgot the comma over here. So like this. So I am separating all the data items utilizing a comma. Now let's see whether it is accepted or not. So now, well, it is accepted. So first let us see whether I can print it or not. So print dict1. So like this, and now if I just run it, as you can see, it printed all the key value pairs like A67 like this, then B with 90 like this, then M with 76, and finally N with 62, just like in here. So that is about the Python dictionary. So I have printed the entire dictionary like this. But sometimes you may need to access each individual element uh, in the dictionary utilizing your key or your own choice of index. So how can I do that? Let's try to see whether I can access each element with their key or the index. So let's say I want to print 76. That is the value stored at key M or index M. So let us try to print this dict1 followed by this M. And now if I just print it, I am supposed to get 76 as my answer, because 76 is stored for M. The corresponding value for M is 76. So let us run it. And as you can see in here, it printed 76. So just like this. So by utilizing your own index of choice, or you can say that by utilizing this key, then you can print or you can access the value stored in that key. So this is not only for M, you can use another item also. Let's try to print like dict, let's say this B. So dict1, the variable name, then inside this opening and closing box bracket, what I need to do is I have to write b. I am using this double quote because I have used it as a string in here. So if I just run it, I should be able to see 90 also in the output prompt. And as you can see, it printed 90 from here. So that is one part. And the next part that I have told, like you cannot add any extra member with m. So if you just want to do this, what will happen? Dict1, that's very easy to understand concept basically. So if you just do like this, let's say dict1 m, and instead of, let's say 76, I want like 80. So what should it do? First, let us try to run it. Well, this is an acceptable syntax. So what did it do basically? So it really did not add any other values, I mean other indexes with value m, or like any other entry with key equals m. It basically overwritten the value stored in m. This is just like the fact if you change the value of a list utilizing this its index. So let's see if I just write down print, let's say changed dict1 equals, and now let us print dict1 like this. So let us see whether the value corresponding to m, which was 76, whether that have been changed to 80 or not. So let us run it, and as you can see, all the values are same, like a corresponds to 67 like before, b corresponds to 90 just like before. Now m have been changed to 80 from 76 because I changed it in here. So whenever you write like this, whenever you are utilizing the same index that is already existing in this dictionary, that will not add a separate entry, but it will just overwrite the existing entry with the same key. And that is why dict1 m overwritten this entry. So that's the concept of dictionary. And now this dictionary can be utilized for many different purposes. And we are not going into all those different utilities of or the use cases of dictionary. If you are interested, you can search over internet, or you can wait for some time when I will add some extra advanced videos where you can learn about those use cases.